I have been listening to old-time radio a lot lately, and it's an interesting medium to me because I have no knowledge of old-time radio in any first-hand sense. You know, it went off the air about 5 or 6 years before I was born, but I've been living all my life with cryptic references in cartoons, and not to mention the actual talent, the voice talent. If they were too old and fat to get onto TV, cartoon voices is where those people went. So, you know. I know a lot about old-time radio without knowing that much about it, if you see what I mean. And all my life, something has bugged me about the shadow. Speaking of the shadow, I'm going to turn around so the sun is in front of me. Something has bugged me about the shadow, and I couldn't put my finger on it until this last week or so, when I've been listening to it on a regular basis. And I finally figured out what I don't like about the shadow. It's the slogan of the show, you know, the thing that it's famous for is the phrase, "The weed of crime bears bitter fruit. Crime does not pay. The shadow knows." So that's what the show is supposed to be about. Crime does not pay. But let's face it, let's be honest. The premise of the show, when all is said and done, is that crime wouldn't pay if only there was a multimillionaire playboy with unlimited free time, a desire to fight criminals, and the ability to cloud men's minds, living in pretty much every city in the United States. You know, if that guy were around, crime wouldn't pay. But since he's not, crime actually pays very well, thank you, and we all know that, don't we? So, you know, it says one thing and it actually illustrates it with another thing. That's the disconnect that bothers me about that show. And by the way, if you really are if you really want to see crime not paying for, you know, more sensible reasons, listen to The Whistler instead, in which criminals are constantly tripped up by sheer bad luck. Okay, that's enough of that.